my mom with arrest. She said, yes, I will show you 5. Can you send it here to me?
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Just going live on this issue of the DNA palaver. Davido, Davido. Where do I start? Who do I believe? Let me go straight into it. Who do I believe? I'm actually leaning towards Davido. For those of you who are going to join, hopefully you join. If you don't join and you're catching this on YouTube, the backstory is there's a lady called Ayo Labinjo. And Ayo Labinjo claims that about approximately 13, 14 years ago, she met Davido in Ibadan. She was a waitress in Ibadan. She met him maybe at one of his shows, and they did the do what adults do, which resulted in a baby. And she reached out to Davido, and it was unclear whether the DNA tests were done then. And Davido says the results were negative. The result was negative then. And there was noise years ago. And then recently, this just resurfaced again yesterday, where the daughter, who's now the daughter of Ayola Binjo, who's Anu, who now bears the name Adeleke, wrote a long note to Davido and tagged him, where she says he should go and do a DNA test. And Davido's come out, guns blazing. He sent a message to the Anu girl, which I don't think was the right thing to do. Should have allowed the lawyers to deal with it. I know these kinds of things can be very emotional, but Davido has not come out well in this exchange, especially the way he's talking to a 14-year-old girl. It's not good. Even though even if he's not the father, he could have just said, "Thank you for bringing this to my attention. My lawyers will be in touch with your mother." End of story. But then we don't know what mental state he was in when he received the DM. His phone blowing up, probably doing multiple things. This is why you have to have people that are dealing with these kinds of things for you, so you don't go off the rails. It's not easy being a public figure. I think this is Davido has claimed all his children. Yes, some of them did DNA tests before, but the kind of fortune that the Adelekes have, you should do DNA tests. You should. This is no, I mean, you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong. This is a human being we're talking about. You can't get it wrong. So you should do. Some people say, no, he's done DNA test before. Yes, he should do it. Why not? Why should he be responsible for somebody else's child unknowingly? If it's knowingly, it's a different case. Unknowingly, it's not right. So Davido has come out, and like I said, Davido is wrong for the way he spoke to the lady in the text. He's wrong for that. The lady has now come out. Her mom has disputed some of the things that Davido said. Davido said he's done 5 DNA tests. He hasn't given the timeline of when those 5 DNA tests were done, but it appears that they were done over the last 13, 14 years. But when were they done? And then another account, Davido is saying he only met the mother when he went to do the last DNA test. When did you're saying you don't know her, but you did a DNA test 13 years ago, and then there's 5 DNA tests. We don't know the timeline of the 5. It's difficult. I'm leaning towards Davido, and the reason why I'm leaning towards Davido is because all his other children, like I said, he has accepted them, and this girl would be older than Imadi. So why is he not accepting this girl? It's not as if money is the issue to take care of the girl. So why is he so adamant that this girl is not his child? Maybe because it's not his child. And he's even on record saying that he only did the DNA test because his father instructed him to, because his father doesn't joke with bloodline. which makes sense because that's consistent with his father's public persona. So what is it, guys? Do you think this is a money grab? Do you think this girl has slept with somebody that looks like Davido and she's convinced? Do you think she has a mental illness? Or do you think Davido definitely did it? It happened when he was 20 years old, was younger, and maybe he thought she was, a street walker. The lady saying she's not a street walker because there's been a lot of talk out there that she is. She's clarified that she was a waitress at the time and nobody should call her a street walker. But do you think Davido should do a DNA test to prove all doubters, or no, he's done 5 already? Why should he have to do a 6th? Let me know what you think in the comment section on this one. And again, I'll see you in the next one.